I'm not gonna curse too much today. Oh no, I f***ed my thumb. It's good. I need bread. Hello, we are back and we are at LongHorn Steakhouse in Queens, New York. There are so many things I'm excited to try today. We have appetizers, steaks, more steaks, chicken, desserts, cocktails, so many margaritas. I am so excited. This feels like it's been a dream for like 3 years to finally make it here. I don't want to waste any more time. I just want to get inside. Let's go. I had a very light dinner in preparation for this because I knew we were gonna have literally, no, I think we might not be having one steak on the menu, so not literally. We're having almost all of the steaks today, and I just wanted to be physically prepared for the situation. We have the Wild West shrimp. We have spicy cherry peppers, garlic butter, and a ranch dip. I am not a pepper person at all, but this is nice. This is really lovely. It's just a better seasoning, a little bit spicy, a little zippy, I would say. Is this house-made ranch?
Yes, house-made.
Well, I'll be danged. This one's a little bit looser and has way more seasoning in it. Like, it's cooling you down, but also kind of kicking you in the throat just a little bit. So up next, we have the spicy chicken bites with a sweet and spicy chili ginger sauce. Okay, it's not that spicy. The ginger kind of clears out your nostrils. This is definitely too spicy for my mom. I say this in every episode, but I think this with a margarita is like, what's that, harmony? Perfect harmony? Speaking of perfect harmony, we must have this margarita. 3 Dons margarita. What a nice man to put all 3 in here for us. Thank you, sir. Okay. It has very little of that, like, you know, the sour mix type stuff that people put in that's really syrupy and it makes you like, that doesn't have that in here. But wait, there's more. Wait, do you guys always have that much extra in there? This is a beautiful addition. I feel like it's what milkshakes do for you, but in an alcohol form. We have white cheddar stuffed mushrooms. It has garlic herb cheese, Parmesan crust, and creamy 4-cheese sauce. This is like a super cheesy ravioli.
It's everywhere.
It has a little bit of salt in there. Oh my gosh. You don't even really notice it's a mushroom, to be honest. I want bread to put into this sauce. That's what I want to do. This is the honey wheat bread, by the way. Oh, baby. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm not gonna curse too much today, but this deserves at least one curse word, and it's f***ing good. We have Firecracker chicken wraps with a avocado lime sauce. When I picked these up, I can feel the flakiness and the tenderness of it. It kind of reminds me of like either taquitos or lumpia. Oh. Chelsea, this is amazing too. I love how crispy, flaky it is. And you have like this really lovely, like mellow inside with the chicken. I think there's peppers in there, but it's not like a powerful, like in your face type of pepper or spice in there. It's really like, I think this is impossible to share, just like the mushrooms. I would have a hard time allowing anyone to also eat this. This is the seasoned steakhouse wings. Oh my gosh. Okay, seasoned steakhouse wings. We have a great ratio of the flat duties and the big wing boys. I'll dip this one into the blue cheese. Okay. Gorgeous. Beautiful. One of my first eating competitions I ever did was wings. And I went like a lollipop and just destroyed it. And that's what I really want to do to this. The seasoning is subtle. It's enough where you just keep wanting to eat more of them to get more of the seasoning flavor. But let me try, I'm gonna do also their house-made buffalo sauce. I'm gonna do a little drumstick guy. The buffalo kind of overpowers the chicken. But if you love buffalo sauce and you like it to be a little hot, then obviously go with the buffalo sauce. But the ranch just like makes more sense to me. Like this is kind of covering up the chicken. And usually if the chicken sucks, sure, douse it with buffalo. Go for it. This is their strawberry salad. So when you order steaks, this is one of the sides that you can get, and it comes out with the appetizers. So we're gonna try this bad boy.
You know what that just reminded me of? You remember like Land Before Time and
the
the dinosaurs
dinosaurs.
eat the leaves?
I know my way to go.
That was you.
This is a super, super simple, sweet, fresh salad. It doesn't have like an insane dressing on it or anything, which I really like. I like that's more subtle, especially when you're going into like everything else being full of flavor. It's nice to have something like this to break it up. I would eat this before eating a steak. Like you gotta balance it out somewhere in life, right? Favorites is clearly the mushrooms. I might talk about those for the next few videos. I'm not sure. Those mushrooms, Hall of Fame. And also Firecracker chicken wraps. I don't know how Firecracker they are, like within the spice world, but they are amazing. If you had to choose between those two, I think you order the mushrooms for yourself and you do not share them. The Firecracker chicken wraps you can totally share, but give yourself some love and order that for yourself and just sit there and enjoy it. Have everyone ask if they can have a bite and you're just like, nope, should have ordered it for yourself.
It's gonna be a hell of a round.
I know. This is the most meat, I feel like this has to be the most meat we've seen on a table before. We just have lots of protein on the table right now. Steak is bigger than my face. We are so in over our heads. This beer, this golden ale, crisp, clean. I might get a little burpy from it, but that's a sign of a good beer, I think. We are starting with the boneless ribeye, and we have a perfect mashed potato pouch with cheese, sour cream, scallions, bacon, and look at all those salty, can you see all the salt flakes on there? Oh. The sour cream is way tangier than I'm used to. Oh. I might just like it for the toppings. I believe the main difference is that the bone-in one's gonna be juicier than the one that doesn't have a bone. That is my guess. We will see. So that's pretty juicy and pretty salty. That might just be butter and fat. This almost melts in your mouth. Not quite, but you still have to do a little bit of work. You know, your jaw has to chew a few times, how dare. But that is buttery and salty. Fun fact, they have two different ways of cooking their steak. One is like on the fire and it's like whoosh, 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 and the other way is on a flat top. And depending on the cut of meat, they do it on the flat top so you get more seasoning in it. Versus the other ones were like super marbled and fatty and juicy. Just put it right on the fire. We're talking about bone-in ribeye. We have, again, this beautiful pouch potato.
Julia.
A burp went through my nose. Oh, the sour cream in that is, oh man, it's so buttery. It's like a lip gloss, just waiting to put a little sheen on me. It's actually very, wow, very lubricating. I'm like on a farm right now, lassoing something. Like the marbling in it is more evenly distributed, so it's like when you're cutting into it, there aren't that many fat pieces because it's all melted together. It's very, very tender and juicy. We have a Renegade Sirloin and we have some really fresh broccoli. Steamed brock? Salted brock. A little lemony maybe. It has cayenne, garlic, onion, coriander, salt, I'm pretty sure. This one's a little bit chewier, not gonna lie. I think if you're really into the seasoning of it and you want a leaner cut, you don't want a bunch of butter and fat, I understand. I don't fully understand, but I get it. This one has more of that powerful seasoning on it. I think this is a solid option, but I don't think this beats either ribeyes. Flo's Filet is supposed to be like the one to get. Fun fact, LongHorn Steakhouse was started in Atlanta, Georgia in 1981. And when it was started, it was a former antique store, then it was an adult entertainment store, and then it became LongHorn Steakhouse. It had many lives before it became the steakhouse that it was. And another fun fact on top of that is in 1982, there was a huge freak snowstorm because, again, Georgia, not very common. And basically all the interstate highways were shut down. People couldn't really go anywhere, and it's in the 80s. The owner of the restaurant was like, $1 drinks, everyone come in. And I guess they had a really crazy party. I don't know, I wasn't there. But that is like the beginning of LongHorn Steakhouse. Who's Flo?
Server.
This isn't a better competition with it. It is it's weird to say steak is smooth, but it's very even one note of a chew where it's very soft. Super, super tender.
Like a hug?
Honestly, yeah. My mom's favorite thing at LongHorn Steakhouse is the sweet potato. We are doing it for Mama Smith. Oh, it's like a cinnamon crust. It's crunchy. Oh, it tastes like Thanksgiving. It tastes like the holidays. Oh, it's almost dessert-like. I mean, it is a sweet potato. That sugar, like crystal top on it. We have the fire-grilled T-bone. On the fire, we got a charred seasoning on here. You can actually see the little grill marks. Oh, it's so pretty. It's very hearty and a little bit more chewy than I like, but if you're someone who likes to have a little bit more work on the steak, you want to like, I know some people, I'm not gonna say who, but I know some people like to like sit there and let the beef juice sit in their mouth and like work on it and like, rah, 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 rah. That would be this one for you. We have the New York strip. Oh, I love the butter on this one. I'm getting like a lemon taste for some reason. The butter with the New York strip is working perfectly together. I didn't have like super high hopes for it because it was such a thick cut. So if you're doing between the T-bone and New York strip, I actually think the New York strip is a better option. We have the LongHorn Porterhouse and a beautiful side of mac and cheese. I have heard from many people that the mac and cheese here, like this mac and cheese is even better than the stuffed mushrooms from round one. I think I have to start on that and end on the steak. It has that crust in there. Oh, is that cavatappi pasta noodles? I love when they're not the elbows. I love when they have those spiral. Oh, come to mama. So sometimes mac and cheese can be a little too dry. I like mine to be, I'd rather it be soupier than drier. And this one's in the middle. So it's really, really creamy. And there's 4 different cheeses working here. They didn't do 3 cheese, they did 4 cheese, okay? And it's just the perfect amount of like sharpness and mellowness. Okay, we are ending on the Porterhouse. This is a behemoth of a steak. It is massive. I almost want to call it a dinosaur. It's like the T-Rex on the table. Oh my God. Okay. Interesting. It's not creating tension when I chew. Like it's not giving me lockjaw, but.
So it's velvety.
Ooh, velvety steak. Okay, what is my favorite? It's gonna be bone-in ribeye in first place, and second place will be Porterhouse. And when it comes to the sides, mac and cheese is number 1, and then the baked potato. If you really love vegetables, go for the broccoli, but also just enjoy yourself and have have the deluxe stuff. Enjoy it. Just don't think about it. We are in round 3, and we have the cutest old-fashioned ever. I want to steal this glass so bad. It is so cute. Woo! That's strong. It's just alcohol, really. Oh my gosh. What kind of whiskey is this?
Bourbon.
Oh, it's bourbon. Okay. If you're a bourbon lover, this is the thing for you. It's got a little bit of cherry, bitters, orange in here. I'm gonna be a little loosey now. We're gonna have the Parmesan crusted chicken. I need to put this sauce on everything I cook. Oh my God. Slight fun fact. You can actually Parmesan crust anything on the menu. They were telling us that you can do it on the broccoli, you can do it on the fries. I mean, maybe can you do it on the steak? You can do it on the steak? It's like a really lovely salty Alfredo sauce with a great like crunch. We have a house-made barbecue sauce on here. I'm hoping it's a little spicy, got a little kick to it just because everything else has. Not a huge fan of like really sugary sweet barbecue. This is much more tangy and vinegary than it is sugary. There could be a little bit of brown sugar in here, but it's not like taking the spotlight from everything else. Falls apart, but not too much. I have learned that if it falls apart too much, that's not good. I love that sauce, and it's just the right amount of sweet. Maverick ribeye sandwich. I love a toasty, crunchy, like,
Subtitle her, please.
This sauce is so good. I love it so much. It's really thick cut onions. So, you know, like if you're thinking about like an onion ring, do you like it really thin and crispy, or do you like it to be really big and honkin'? This is like a honkin' onion in here, so that's a choice you have to make. I personally think I just need the ribeye on its own. I love the bread. It is buttery. Like it actually is leaving like a sheen on me. I would love to put this on right now. I can do it here on my lips.
I hear your stomach.
We have LongHorn Salmon. So between you and I feel like we really are salmon experts. So we have high hopes here. If you give me dry salmon, I'm so upset with you. Like this is the perfect amount. It's interesting because I don't know if I would order salmon if I was at a steakhouse. This is a really lovely option because it still has this like smoky kind of barbecue flavor to it. It does feel like a steakhouse salmon. It's the marinade. The marinade is like, I don't know if I taste much of bourbon necessarily. It's a little bit smoky, not candied. I'm a huge fan of Brussels. Oh, these taste like they're honey, but these are beautifully roasted. You're not having to chew forever on it. It doesn't have, Brussels sprouts sometimes have a very farty flavor to them. It's just what it is. You can't help it. That's what Brussels sprouts do. But this one does not have that. It's like because it's been roasted the right way. And you're getting a little bit of a soggy bite with a crunchy bite, which I love. I like the mixture of texture in there. Instead of doing the broccoli or asparagus as your vegetable side, I highly recommend doing the Brussels sprouts. This is a much better vegetable option to me. It has way more flavor, more depth to it. It's more of like a complex, mysterious woman. Favorites. The ribs in first place. That was incredible. Really great sauce, not too sweet. And then I'll choose the Parmesan crusted chicken. The fact that you can Parmesan crust anything is phenomenal. Can you Parmesan crust a dessert?
Oh God, no.
Remember how I said I was wondering how the Parmesan crust would make its way into the dessert round? Well, LongHorn did not disappoint and gave me an entire bowl of just the cheese and Parmesan crust. This is a heart attack waiting to happen. And honestly, if this is how I go out of this world, I don't care. This is probably very terrifying for any nutritionist to see me eating a bowl of cheese, but I don't give one about it. We have the Caramel Apple Gold Rush, which is just monstrous on the table. There's no other way of saying it. It is huge. It has like just this big old like dough. It's like a crater. Oh, it smells like hot apple cider. I love the texture. It's very thick and syrupy. It's like oozing caramel. I kind of like the smell more than the taste, honestly. Like if I could make this into a candle and just light it every day, that would be what I would do with this. This is the chocolate Stampede. You do not have to be that close to my face.
I was gonna get that.
You are so close to my face, Chelsea. This is a, I want to say like a snack pack chocolate type flavor, like a thicker pudding consistency. Wow, this really is a stampede of chocolate running towards your mouth. You've got many different types of chocolate happening. You kind of like a fluffier chocolate, a denser chocolate, a smoother chocolate, all together working. Wow. This is the cake that you put all of your birthday candles in. You are celebrating something amazing that just happened in your life. We are calling this a margarita flight, if you will, but you should never have these many margaritas for yourself sitting on a table. It's not responsible. You can get these as long pours, which is when you got the little like milkshake canister metal guy and you just pour it and you got a little bit of extra. You can do it like that. We have the perfect margarita, different than the Dawn, the 3 Dawns we had earlier, right? No more Dawns in this one. I don't know if I can tell the difference between this one and the Dawn one. I think this one might be a bit saltier and has more of a punch and flavor. Maybe just drink whatever one's cheaper. They're both great. Mango margarita. This one is delicious. I'm gonna say it reminds me of my childhood, which I know sounds very not good because it's a margarita, but we used to get these drinks in Hawaii. It's called POG, Passion Orange Guava. It's just a beautiful medley of fruity flavors, and for some reason, even though POG has no mango in it, it has a really similar like tropical flavor vibe going on. I really love that. The strawberry is very subtle strawberry. Up to you. Do you want a really strong, bold mango knocking at your door, or do you want like the shy strawberry? Strawberries and cream shortcake. This looks very similar to the one that we had at Dave & Buster's, not gonna lie. It has that same kind of layering going on, but then again, I guess strawberries and cream shortcake, they're all gonna have some sort of similarity. And the shortcake has been soaked in a way, and it's really cold, so you're not getting any dry, crusty layers. That's one thing with strawberry shortcakes that just bugs me, is when you're like eating it and you're like, I need a lot of milk. You shouldn't need a lot of milk when you're having it. This is super light. It's almost like a strawberry Cool Whip type feeling to me. This I think you could tackle yourself, no problem. You could eat it and you wouldn't even feel it maybe. You would be like, did it happen? I'm not sure. Okay, top 2 favorites is the strawberry shortcake if you need something light and airy, like you just barely want something quick for dessert. And if you have lots of room for space, good. I don't know who you are that you were able to have that much space, but if that is you, the chocolate Stampede is the way to go. I mean, also get a bowl of the garlic parm crust. You could also ask for a bowl of that. That is delicious. Highly recommend. It's not on the menu, but you know, just say my name at the door. It'll happen. Margarita wise, I like the flavored margaritas more than the regular. I would do the mango margarita depending on what you're eating because it is such a strong flavor. If you think it's going to overpower having the mango margarita, just go with the strawberry. Light, easy, refreshing.
Do you have the meat sweats now?
I don't have any meat sweats.
That's exciting.
I don't know how that happened. I did put on 2 layers of deodorant. We have to leave. We have been here simply for too long. We are going to pack up all of these leftovers. We already have the other leftovers from the other rounds packed up, ready to go. We bring those home. I am not taking the margaritas to go because I am a new woman. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know where you want me to go next. Did I miss anything here that's your favorite that I need to try next time? LMK. Otherwise, I'll see you at the next place. Adios, Chels.
Bye.